Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue. Oh, an antidote, that'll actually come in handy. In between videos I actually did go back and heal up the Pokemon because of Bob Pataki, because he's taking such a beating. Bob Pataki, the Beatber King, actually fainted on the way back there as well. I thought this was the end. I was like, oh, this is actually really short. But no, we're not at the end yet. We're not out of the woods yet, literally. Is there actually any other LP where it took like 3/4 of an hour to get to? Well, Metapod I could get, but that's not a good idea on multiple fronts. First of all, you have like the disadvantage of him only knowing Harden and not knowing Tackle, which he will have learned as a Caterpie. And secondly, you have the disadvantage that you're going to have to catch Caterpie anyway for all 150. Sorry, like I don't know why this cup of tea is wreaking havoc with me. What is down here? Oh, an item. This cup of tea is wreaking havoc with me. I think I'm so used to drinking coffee now when recording instead of tea that I'm just like... Though I don't know, that's something that's not new either. The fact that, like, because I drink tea with milk in it, the milk just absorbs all the space. And all the air up back of my throat, to the point that when I try to talk, nothing comes out. If you poison Bob Pataki, I won't scream this time, don't worry. Bubble didn't do that much though. What's up with all these Pokemon being a higher level than Bob Pataki? He's killing them all and they're still a higher level than him. I can't believe I don't remember getting my ass kicked by these Weedles before. This is still like the same recording session as the first two videos. I haven't actually gone to the trouble. Here we go again. I haven't actually got your feedback yet from video 2, so it hasn't been implemented yet. But that's okay. Whatever feedback I do get, I will consider. I'm not going to say I'm going to do just what people want. If I think there's if I consider it myself in the meantime, and I actually make an independent decision, I will take people's feedback on board and use it to temper my decision, but I'm not going to do what people want just because that's what people want. That's not the way we roll here on my channel, as you well know at this stage. So what is up with all these Metapods and no Caterpies? It's like all that meat and no potatoes is what it's like. I'm actually the sound might sound the sound just absorbs all the space. The sound might sound different on this video. Before I go to that grass there, it's the grass man. I'm actually going to go up and heal here in Pewter City. We finally got here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the sound might actually sound different just a little bit because my room where I am is in a completely different layout right now than what it was before, because we actually painted this room, which necessitated taking all of the furniture out, which I did. Like, all of the furniture was removed, and I took advantage of the fact that all of the furniture had been removed to rearrange the furniture in a different configuration. So now things are a bit different regarding what way it's laid out. Do you know what I actually did? I discovered how brilliant cable ties are, because like when you have a television and 5 consoles, I'm just looking at them right now, 5 consoles set up all at the same time, and extra wires because of extra cables because you're an LPer, and that necessitates extra AV cables and a capture device and whatever. Like, that gets really messy back there as far as all the cables are concerned. And they're called cable ties for a reason. I don't know why mentally in my head cable ties are not linked with actually tying cables together or organizing cables. No, cable ties, they're the only purpose I would think of when it comes to cable ties is like tying people's hands and feet together in a hostage situation, Or like when you get arrested, they tie you with cable ties because they would not have enough handcuffs in the world for all the people that they would want to arrest. So things are actually looking a bit bleak here. I was expecting Bob Pataki to just steamroll this place. See, I'm used to actually Bulbasaur. When you have Bulbasaur, you have Leech Seed at this stage, and Leech Seed just fucks things up, especially earlier in the game. What will we send out? Do you know what I might do? It might be worthwhile to just send out the goddamn Koipu. I'll send out Buzzar. Oh, look how cute Sandshrews sprite is. This is another thing. I'm so used to playing Pokemon Yellow now, because as I say, Pokemon Blue I haven't actually played in a long time. Because I've always defaulted to Yellow because I suppose it's technically, allegedly, the better game. I might as well growl him a couple of times while Buzzar is out here, if I can, just to lower his attack for when Big Bob Pataki, the Beatber King, gets sent out again. Because I see that as being more sensible than... I almost said being more sinful. It's more sinful as well because we basically turned Buzzar into a blood sacrifice, but it's more sensible than sending Bob Pataki out just to take an attack, just so Buzzar can get measly experience. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the cable ties. The cable ties are only used for arresting people or when you're in a hostage situation, rather than actually tying cables together, apparently, according to me. Because I have never... Today was the first time I actually used cable ties for their intended purpose, that being tying cables, because like all of the power cords, I kind of organized them so they're all like, can you just hit with one more bubble? Seriously? Finally. So all of the power cords, I put a cable tie on them because they all need to be in the same place anyway, where the extension lead is, so they can all be plugged in as necessary. And all of the AV cables, like the component cables or whatever, I tied like each of them individually as well, so that the 3 separate cables were together. And I also tied all of them together so that they were all, so it's just like one big orgy of cables all connected to each other in a big cable-y mass. And it is so much more organized back there, and I just know it's going to save me a lot of heartache in the future. Because what happens is, when you want to switch between consoles, like it's okay with the power adapters. That's okay because they're kind of big and chunky or whatever. They're kind of big and chunky, and you can... They don't get as tangled as easily, and you don't have to swap them around as much. But every time I want to play a different console, so let's say I'm recording this now on the N64, if I want to record Shenmue 2 when I switch over to the Dreamcast, that means I have to disconnect the component cables that are going into the splitters, because I have them split to go to both the television and the capture card at the same time. I have to disconnect the N64, and I have to connect the Dreamcast. That necessitates a lot of swapping around, and over time, you can't avoid it. Over time, I can't even afford these potions that I want to buy. Over time, that will result in the wires getting all tangled. You just can't get away from that fact. And that always is something which just becomes irritating, which I would prefer didn't have to happen, which I'm hoping to reduce now through the virtue of cable ties. Our hero Brock, he's Pewter's gym leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all rock-type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your moves! I'm hoping Bob Pataki, now that he's after gaining a couple of levels, there's Brock's sprite as well. All these sprites I'm not used to seeing because I haven't seen them in so long, like this crazy Geodude with his who looks like the Fonz. Just even his hand movement, and just because of the nodules on his head make it look like he has hair into the bargain. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You use defense curl all you want. This is what I'm talking about. Now, they do have a quad weakness to water as opposed to just a regular weakness to water like the Diglett and the Sandshrew had. I'm actually going to keep Bob Pataki out here. What I can always do, and this is, if I am training the Pokemon, this is going to be my approach, is I train them up until the level before they were going to evolve off-screen. Or if I was doing off-screen training, like I used to do that in Pokemon Silver, as far as I know. If I was grinding off-screen, like I wouldn't, like if I got to a level before they were going to evolve, I'd wait until they were going to, I'd wait to let them evolve until I was recording. That's pretty much the same approach I'm going to have here. So if I do get everyone up to, let's say, level 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, then I'm going to wait and let them evolve on screen. Now I'll have time as well. We beat Brock, by the way, just in passing. Their defense rises. The technique Flash can now be used anytime, and we got 1386 for winning. Wait, take this with you, and we got TM34, which is Bide, which I will never use. Well, I might do. It's not usually my playing style. My playing style is usually to just is either to obliterate things, like just all out, or else to just completely destroy things with status conditions. That's usually they're usually my two go-to strategies. I'm not really a defensive biding or counter or mirror coat or any of those things. I don't usually use. I usually either just cripple things with confusion and attraction and status conditions, or else I just go and destroy them in one turn or two. So, do you know what? Instead of like moving on from Future City, we have some time left. There's still some Pokemon down here that I could catch, and I could like switch. I could switch to Beyonce. Maybe give her some experience, because the goddamn Bob. Look at these names already. We're like 3 videos in, and already we have the goddamn Koipu and we have Beyonce. We already know that Nidoran Male is going to be Jay-Z when we get him. Actually, speaking of Nidoran Male, can you even catch him? I need to like refresh that, because I might have to catch a second Nidoran female. Maybe you can surely catch him in the Safari Zone. Oh, here's Caterpie, I wanted to catch you. Well, Beyonce is going to show you her moves. String shot, that doesn't help. Oh my god, my throat is so sore. I have no idea what it is. Unless it's like the fact that, like, first of all, the talking. It might also be dust, since we moved all the furniture and stuff. And that, like, disturbed a lot of dust. It might also be the fact that I was at my aunt's place over the weekend. Like, I stayed with them for the last couple of days. And while I don't smoke at all, and no one in my house smokes, and I'm generally not near cigarette smoke ever, my aunt does, and that happens to me a lot when I come back from staying with someone who does smoke, where you're just near their cigarette smoke. Like, because I'm not used to it, it gives me like a dry or sore throat for maybe like a day or two. Because I have noticed that, this happens like every time I come back from, not just her place specifically, but any place where I'm with people who smoke somewhat regularly. Like, she doesn't smoke a lot, she doesn't like smoke constantly or anything, but even just like, it's just the fact that it's more than one day where I'm with someone who smokes. That's what it is. It's the constant exposure, my sensitive throat. Caterpie's short feet are tipped with suction pads that enable it to tirelessly climb slopes and walls. Do you really have to ask at this stage? Of course we want to give a nickname to Caterpie. Look at him doing his little bug dance. I have no idea what I want to name Caterpie. I was going to call it Kitty Piddler, because that was the first thing that popped into my head, but that won't even fit in. Why are my slippers stuck together? What? Jeez, that freaked me out. I like tried to move my foot and it wouldn't move, and it was because my 2 slippers, like the Velcro on each slipper, had stuck to the other Velcro on the other slipper. I felt like my feet were tied together with cable ties, is what it felt like. Just to get back to that one. Oh my god, we have to think of something fast. Caterpie, Cat Dennings, I don't know. Cat Dennings. Seriously? Is that even her name? I have to look. Chef Cat Cora. Well, I do know that that's her name. Chef Cat Cora. Sorry, the screen isn't moving. Yeah, it is her name, but will Kat Dennings even fit in? I think that Caterpie is more of a Kat Dennings than a Cat Cora. E-N-N-I-N-G, Kat Denning. Why not? Because it's like the rip-off version of Kat Dennings. Just one with no plural, just singular. So now we have Kat Dennings. I think Caterpie is more of a Kat Dennings, or Butterfree, which it will be in the end, is more of a Kat Dennings than a Cat Cora. Cat Cora is terrifying. Like, for some reason, like, not Derica Cora. For some reason, when it comes to, like, Iron Chef America, I would envisage Cat Cora as being the most scary Iron Chef. She just intimidates me. Better get the goddamn koi poo out here. Beyonce is taking a beating. Might just take these last like couple of minutes or seconds or whatever, or minutes, to see if we can find Pikachu. Seeing as otherwise we'll just end up having to come back to Viridian Forest to catch this son of a gun. Even though he does have like, oh, go away phone, I'm not answering you. I have like 2 minutes left in this video. If it's important, they will call back. It's the goddamn koi poo, look at its back sprite. Oh my god, that phone is so fucking loud. And it's because my door is open as well, so the phone is literally right outside my open door, honking like a foghorn. I don't know why I'm giving out, I'm the one who picked that ringtone. There is seriously nothing that could be important that is on the other end of that phone. It's just another inane conversation that isn't going to have any benefit to me. Yeah, see, now my mobile is ringing. What did I tell you? Did you know, screw that as well. I'm not going to answer either of them. For God's sake. It's just going to be an inane, pointless conversation. Like, seriously, it would be, because I'm at home because I'm on holiday. So normally I would be at work. So there is literally nothing. Like, so the fact that I am here at home is an exceptional situation. There is literally nothing that necessitates me being here. There is nothing that could be, that there is no, like, what I'm trying to say is there is nothing that could be, that could only be achieved or handled because I am here. That is what I'm trying to say. So basically my being here has no bearing on the fact that something will be achieved or not. It's another Caterpie. Well, we're happy enough with Kat Denning. Kat Denning. Seriously? It's not even her name. I'm just gonna go and leave. What I might do is I might like find Pikachu like later or off screen and cut in the next video having found Pikachu, because he's quite rare. There are a couple of those rare Pokemon where I'm going to have to do that theoretically, but for the moment I think we've achieved enough in this 20-minute video, because we did like the last 2 minutes of Viridian City. We caught a couple of Pokemon, we beat Brock, and happy days. So yeah, how are things looking right now? We already have 5 Pokemon. We have the goddamn Koi Poo. We have Beyonce, the Nidoran female. We have Buzzar. We have Bob Pataki and Kat Denning, singular. So, yeah. Things are actually going great so far. Check out the shared document down below, because I put effort into it and you might want to see it. So, otherwise, thanks a million for watching this part. I think I'm going to end off this recording session here and then wait on your feedback. I'll see you next time on Let's Play Pokemon Blue. We're going to do it. We're on our master quest. We've got a chance to win. We're going to be the very best, because all I've got to do is believe in me. Yeah, see you next time. Bye now.